Welcome to the Explainer. Okay, imagine this for a second. What if you could clone your mind? Your expertise, the way you make decisions, your unique style, and then deploy it as an entire team. It's a pretty wild idea, right? Well, that is the bold promise of a platform called Ugentic IQ. And today, we're going to break down exactly what that means.
So let's just start with a question that, for any entrepreneurs out there, might hit a little too close to home. Do you ever feel like you, personally, are the bottleneck that's holding your business back from what it could really be?
The whole pitch for Ugentic IQ really taps into this brutal, and let's be honest, very familiar reality. It's never just one thing, is it? It's the absolutely staggering cost of hiring, the pure frustration with generic AI tools that just sound, well, robotic, and that constant, sinking feeling that you're the single point of failure for every single decision.
And all of that leads to this huge paradox, one that I think a lot of founders are going to recognize immediately. You started your business for freedom, right? But somehow you ended up becoming a prisoner of your own success. The very thing you built to set yourself free has completely trapped you.
Okay, so if that's the problem, what's the breakthrough? Well, Ugentic IQ proposes a pretty fundamental shift in how you think about this. Instead of just hiring more people, what if you could clone your single most valuable asset, your own expertise?
The absolute core of this whole thing is something they call mind cloning. And let's be super clear here. This has nothing to do with cloning your face or your voice. Nope. This is all about mapping your intellectual DNA, that unique digital blueprint of how you think, how you persuade, and how you solve problems.
And this is where the distinction is absolutely crucial. A lot of AI tools out there focus on your appearance, creating a talking head that can just read a script. The goal here is completely different. It's about creating a thinking brain that doesn't just read content, but actually generates authentic content, all based on your unique knowledge.
So, how does this kind of abstract idea of mind cloning actually become a real, functional AI team that gets actual work done? Let's get into it.
Turns out, it's a two-level training process. Level 1 is the mind clone itself, where the AI just digs in and learns you from all your content. Then, in Level 2, it specializes. It takes that core clone of you and layers on specific job skills, basically creating expert AI employees for all these different roles.
And the promise here is, well, it's pretty significant. The platform claims this whole process creates content that's indistinguishable from something you'd write yourself, an AI team that actually works together, and, get this, one that gets smarter over time, all without the overhead of a human team. So this isn't just automation. It's framed as delegating work to AI versions of yourself.
Okay, this all sounds really powerful in theory, but what does the process actually look like for you, the user? Well, the platform lays out a really straightforward four-step journey to get from your brain to a full-on AI workforce.
It all starts with you uploading your content, your digital brain, basically. Then the AI gets to work, analyzing and mapping it all to build your digital twin. From there, you just pick the roles you need for your team, and finally, you deploy and manage them using these simple visual workflows.
And the team you can build, it's not small. We're talking about over 30 pre-trained specialists that cover all the core functions of a modern business. Everything from marketing and sales copywriters to customer support and data analytics. The whole shebang.
Now you're probably thinking, okay, but how is this really different from a general tool like ChatGPT? The platform argues the crucial difference is the training. Instead of a general assistant that's trained on public data, Ugentic IQ is positioned as a team of your clones, double-trained on your specific knowledge, plus the skills needed for their specialized jobs.
So all of this technology, this whole process, it all leads to the core value proposition, a massive, almost explosive increase in productivity for just a tiny fraction of the traditional cost.
To really understand the value here, you first need a baseline. A small, traditional human team, covering content, sales, support, can easily cost you upwards of $20,000 every single month.
And then when you compare that to the cost of an AI team, well, you can see it for yourself. The cost difference it's just wild. To put it mildly, it's a dramatic difference. But here's the thing. The core argument they make isn't just about saving money. As this quote highlights, the real value is in the multiplication of your expertise.
And that multiplication, that's the ultimate form of leverage. I mean, think about it. Instead of just one of you grinding out a 60-hour week, you suddenly have over 30 specialized versions of yourself working around the clock,
24/7.
So, let's just boil this all down, shall we? Ugentic IQ's entire pitch rests on a few really key ideas. It's about cloning your mind, not just your appearance. It uses that two-level training process to create specialized AI employees. And the ultimate goal? It's to multiply your expertise, giving you absolutely massive leverage at a tiny, tiny cost.
And all of that leaves us with this final, and I think pretty provocative question. If you could delegate everything but your own unique genius, if all those repetitive, time-consuming tasks were handled by AI clones of you, what would you finally be free to focus on? What would you create?